Hello and welcome to Blossom Sandwich Sews. My name is Yvette and today is a particularly exciting video because I'm going to be talking to you about the So Fruity 22 challenge, which I'm hosting over on Instagram soon. So stay tuned to find out about how to enter the challenge and see some fruity makes and talk all things fruity. So the So Fruity challenge actually started last year, so I ran it in April last year, but the hashtag was hashtag fruit salad sewing. So if you look that up on Instagram, you might be able to see some of the makes from last year. So I decided to run it this year, but in June, because I think fruit prints are very summery and also to give me a bit more time to get prepared and organised. Not that I have become particularly prepared or organised, as you shall see, but yeah, I thought it was just really fun to see what everyone had made and get inspiration. So I've changed the challenge a bit from last year. So let me just get on and I'm going to first tell you about the challenge, then I'm going to tell you about what my plan is of what I'm going to make. I'm going to show you some of my previous fruity makes, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the prizes. So stay tuned if you're interested in any of that. So first of all, when is the challenge and where is the challenge? I'm hosting this challenge over on Instagram, which is where I share a lot of sewing stuff and get a lot of inspiration as well. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'm at Blossom Sandwich. And there's more, like all the details about the challenge are over there as well. So the challenge is going to be running throughout the whole month of June. There's not going to be a specific reveal date, so if whenever you finish your project you can share it. And there's a lot of flexibility in what you can make as your project. I just want to see people like getting creative, so you don't have to make a garment and it doesn't have to be for you, so that kind of opens up to basically anything, any project that involves sewing, so that's quite exciting. And also you can get creative with a theme as well, so the theme is So Fruity, and I think the first sort of port of call is like printed fabrics with fruit printed on them, which is great. That's what I'm going to do and I'll show you in a minute. But there's also like lots of options, because I know not everyone's into prints, or you might not want to buy new fabric, you might want to use something that's in your stash, for example. So you just have to find a way to incorporate fruits basically. So you could make something plain and embroider some fruits on. You could use a fruit patch, or like if you have a cricket, you could make a fruity design using that. Yeah, just loads of stuff. Also like colours. I've seen a lot of fabrics that are like a pinky ready colour that are called raspberry in some of the shops. I know Sew Me Sunshine definitely has a few raspberry fabrics. So if you want something fruity but not patterned, that could be a way to go. Yeah, basically as long as you can justify that it's fruity, I'm down. Or a pattern that's named after a fruit. There's a few of those that I've seen. So yeah, I just want to see people getting creative, and I'm not going to be strict or anything, it's just for fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've already got some ideas, because I'm really excited to see what people have in mind. I'm just going to check my notes to make sure that I'm not missing anything out. So in order to enter the challenge, so there will be some prizes as part of the challenge, just to make it a bit more fun and to get involved with some of the lovely small businesses that are in the sewing community over on Instagram. So in order to enter, I would like you to make something new. So as previously discussed, that could be basically anything as long as you can justify it. But yeah, to make something new, because the idea of the challenge is that I would like people to be inspired by the challenge. Like maybe they had a plan of, you know, they already had a fabric and a plan of something they wanted to make, just haven't got round to it, so the challenge might give them the little kick up the bum they need to actually make it. Or maybe you get a new idea, or you're inspired by one of the fabrics from one of our shops that are sponsoring. Yeah, so make something new and then share it anytime during June, and use the hashtag SoFruity22, and also tag me as well in your caption and maybe just mention that you're joining the challenge as well, just so that I know that you want to join in the challenge, that you want to get entered for the prize draw, because sometimes I think hashtags just get randomly picked up on Instagram. So just make sure that you make it clear that you're entering the challenge, and if your garment's a bit out there in terms of the theme, explain why it's fruity. Like if there's a pattern that's got a fruit name, for example, that might not be obvious when you just see the picture. So also I am a fan of still like celebrating garments that you already have and you've already made. So I'm gonna have another hashtag as well, which is hashtag #SewFruityInspo. So if you've made something in the past and you want to share it, maybe you don't have time to actually join in and make something new, but you still want to get involved, you could share your previous make as inspiration for other people. So yeah, just share what you made previously with hashtag #SewFruityInspo, and that would be great. And you could also do similar if, for example, you'd seen something in the high street that you wanted to recreate with a fruit theme. You could share that as #SewFruityInspo as well, just to get everyone's inspiration flowing. And then another, I think I didn't want to bog down with too many hashtags, but I've got one more, so you don't have to use them all. It's just if you wanted to post but maybe not enter the challenge. So hashtag #SewFruityWip, WIP, for works in progress. If you wanted to share like along the way, because ideally it would be like you would just post the #SewFruity22 hashtag on your final reveal, so that when I'm going through the entries for the competition, I'm not looking at everyone's progress shots as well. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it won't be like too much to go through. I think when we did it as Fruit Salad Sewing last year, there was about 80 people that joined in, which was incredible. So hopefully we'll get a good turnout this year. And obviously, yeah, do please share the challenge if you can think of anyone that you know might enjoy it as well. Yeah, so I think that is it. So in summary, make something new, fruity themed, however you can swing it. Share your inspiration and your works in progress with #SewFruityInspo and #SewFruityWip, and there will be some prizes, which I'm going to mention at the end. So I haven't fully finished organising all the prizes, and you can never have too many prizes. So if you run a small business or you have connections to a small business that might want to sponsor, like drop into my DMs and we can figure something out. So now I'm going to tell you about my plans, which I'm hoping to sew up through June. Obviously I'm not going to enter the prize draw because I feel like that would be a bit unfair, but I am planning to make something that hopefully people will enjoy, and I'm going to hopefully try and share some of the process as well. So I'm going to start off by showing you the fabric, because I feel like this is the main part of this dress. So this is a fabric that I bought from Sister Mintaka, which is a UK online fabric shop. I don't think they have this in stock anymore, but they do have amazing fabrics, so do go and check them out. But this is like an all over, quite a large scale fruit print with all kinds of fruits on it, super bright colours, and I think it's just so summery and fun. So my plan with this is a viscose as well, so it's nice and drapey and light and soft. So I've already pre-washed this, and my plan is to make the Romy Gather dress by Sew House 7. So I got this pattern as part of the spring box from Hey Sew Sister. So I think this pattern, I try and show you the line drawing. This pattern will be really nice, and it will show off the print because it's got quite a big skirt, and it will also be nice and cool and flowy for the summer. So that's my plan for this, and I'm quite excited. I think it's going to be a really nice pairing. Haven't made one of these before, so I'm undecided yet whether I'm going to toile. I kind of feel like I should, because I don't want to ruin this fabric, but also it's a loose fit and it's a raglan sleeve, so I don't know whether there'll really likely to be any issues with the fit. Like mostly like I would have issues with shoulders being too wide or the waists being too tight, but that's not going to be an issue with this. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, and especially if you also bought this fabric, I'd be really interested to know what your plans are for it. So yeah, that is my plan, and then I'm going to show you some of my previous makes that are fruity, in case you might find that inspiring. So my first dress is this banana dress. So this is the first fruity make that I made. So it has this like sort of navy background, and then kind of almost life-size bananas. I suppose they're small bananas, but you can get bananas sort of all smart sizes, can't you? So this originally started life as the Betty bodice, but then I kind of changed like everything on it. So I made it like a sort of square neckline. I made it flat on the back as well, because the Betty usually has a V in the back, which is quite pretty. I did tie straps. So I often wear this with a navy t-shirt underneath, just to give me a bit more coverage. I think I probably would wear it without the t-shirt if it was like a really hot day, but obviously in the UK that doesn't happen very often. And then I've got a skirt with 2 tiers. So I got a very small amount of this fabric, maybe like, it was like a remnant, so it was like 1.25 meters, or maybe it was 1.75, but a really small amount. So I did a lot of maths and pattern Tetris to really eke this dress out of this fabric. Yeah, so I actually wore this dress recently on my holiday, so I'll put in a picture of me prancing about with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. So this was at Baker Beach in San Francisco, which I didn't realise was partly a nudist beach, and a couple of naked people chatted to me, not in like a weird way, just in like a normal way, but I found it a bit awkward because obviously they were naked. So I was wondering if it was the banana print that maybe made them feel more at home. Anyway, moving on from that, the next thing is something that I attempted to make during the Fruity Sewing Challenge that I hosted last year, but then it was a bit of a fail, so then I changed it into something else. So I do actually have a whole video detailing the saga of that, so I will try and put in a link here, wherever it goes, and you can experience that saga and see what it originally was if you want to laugh at me. So originally I had made a peppermint wrap top out of this cotton with apples on, but it didn't fit me at all, and it was the wrong fabric choice as well. It was too stiff, so that was no good. So I dismantled that, and then I made this like patchwork Gilbert top. So I used these scraps of ginghams that I had as well, which I thought tied in with the colours quite nicely, and I just sort of patchworked it up. I like French seamed the pieces together and then cut out the pattern pieces, I think. So I spent quite a while figuring out like the placement so that I wouldn't have, you know, 2 colours the same, like touching each other and all that. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with how it turned out in the end. This was actually one of the ones, if you saw my previous video about my Me Made May repairs that needed doing, when I was doing my like checking of the garments, this button just like fell off during the check, so I just sewed that back on. So that was an easy win to get that one checked off my list. So yeah, I don't wear this much, but I think it is kind of crazy. It's very like homemadey, but it is quite cute, so I think I might wear it in the summer if we get any nice weather this year, which unfortunately we did not get any nice weather last year in the UK, so yeah, I think some of my more summery clothes haven't got much wear. And then the next thing that I made during the So Fruity Challenge last year. So last year I ran the challenge where each week of the challenge was like a different stage. So week 1 was like share your inspiration, week 2 was share your fabric, week 3 was share your progress, and week 4 was share your finished garment or something. And I asked for feedback on that, and people said they liked it, but they thought it was maybe a bit constraining, like if they wanted to make things and just share them when they were finished. So that's why I decided to just do post whenever you want during June, and hopefully we can make the whole of June nice and fruity. So this is a strawberry Bakerloo blouse that I made last sort of April, I think it was, with a contrast ruffle, nice and red. So because this is like cotton and long sleeved, I like to sort of wear it in the more transitional months, like in the autumn and the spring, but then it's usually windy, so I'm getting like slapped about in the face. I don't know if anyone else finds that with their Bakerloos. That's quite cute. I ended up actually shortening the sleeves because I did make the full length sleeves, and these are sort of I guess just longer than like elbow length, but I just found it was like too much. So I shortened the sleeves, and I'm pleased with that now. So that is, I think it's a Rose and Hobble print, and I think you can get this also on a navy background, so that's quite cute as well. And then my final fruity make that I can find, I'm pretty sure this is my last one, is this Helen's Closet Reynolds top in this, I think this fabric is called Juicy from Haystack Sister, and this is one that they designed themselves. I think Georgie's sister worked on it. So that's in a sort of pinky peach background, just like a cute little summer top. And I also have some matching shorts, Pietra shorts by Closet Core. But I think it looks a bit pajama-y when I wear them both together. So I might wear them together around the house, but maybe not out. But I think this could look really cute with some like blue denim shorts or something as well. So yeah, that is my last fruity make. So let me know which one is your favourite, and if you've made anything similar as well, that would be interesting. All right, now let's move on to the bit that everyone probably is most excited about, the prizes. So I'm still sort of in the process of finalising the prizes and confirming them, but we've already got prizes from a few amazing businesses. So Somi Sunshine, Lamazi Fabrics, Fleur Bornella Fabrics, in a Haystack. There'll probably be more, but those are some off the top of my head. I would be nice to get some pattern companies as well, so I need to sort of figure that out, get in contact with a few more people. And then our last sponsor is very exciting because I've got something to actually show you. So I'm sure a lot of you will have heard of So Hayley Jane, and probably are subscribers. So this box this month was a box that I saw on Rouen at the Yorkshire Sew Girls unboxing, and I was like, oh wow, that is perfect. Contacted Hayley at So Hayley Jane and said this box is perfect for the So Fruity challenge, and she really kindly offered to send me 2 boxes. So I've got a box for me, which I'm going to show you now, and then a box for a lucky winner if you join in with the So Fruity challenge on Instagram. So if you haven't seen what's in the So Hayley Jane box yet, somehow you've avoided the spoilers and you're hoping to win this, definitely let me know in the comments. But also, yeah, you might want to stop watching now. So if you're going to pop off now, goodbye, thanks for watching. And if you want to stick around and watch me attempt to unbox this, then let's keep going. So this is going to be rustly and not very good, because if anyone watched my Hey So Sister project box unboxing, it's not a thing that I do very often, and I don't really know what I'm doing, basically. So this is the box, this is what you get. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this before. So this isn't quite a like blind unboxing, because I have watched other people's unboxing, but I haven't actually opened this in the flesh myself yet. So this is quite exciting. All right, let's crack into this. So they always come apparently in a yellow tissue, which I think is something that's really nice about the small businesses on Instagram, the sewing community. They always package everything so nicely and clearly put a lot of care into it. So this is how it comes. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm actually really excited to read this magazine that Hayley produces with every box. So this, they have, I'm not going to go through it, but they have like interviews with people and inspiration about what you can make and people from the community and stuff. So that's really exciting. And the theme is the Darling Buds of May, which is a TV show. But I haven't watched it, but I maybe need to look it up to get some more inspiration. There is, so usually the packs come with like a little treat, like a notion, and like a snack, a main fabric, I think it's 2.5 meters, and a set of fat quarters. So this is the little notion treat, which is some So Perfect labels from Little Rosy Cheeks, and they make really cute labels. So that is cute. I'll have to find something to put that on. They're patches. Did I say they were labels? They're patches. We've got some tea, Ever So English breakfast tea. Look how small it is. That's very cute. So I actually don't drink tea. I am a failure of an English person, and I just really don't like the taste of tea. But my parents and my in-laws love tea, so to have a nice tea for them to try when they come over will be quite exciting, rather than the like super ancient whatever Tesco tea we've got in the cupboard. There is this ribbon which is super cute. So I make quite, it won't focus because my face is in it, there you go. It's like little spots on like a nice blue background. I end up making quite a lot of drawstring bags. I think they're really good for like putting gifts in. And also my mum works with kids, so she is like working on a project of putting little activity packs together for the kids. So I've made quite a lot recently for that. So these ribbons, I don't have plans to make any more drawstring bags, but that is probably what the ribbon will end up getting used for. So that is really cool. Also gift wrapping, if you wrap a ribbon around a gift, I think it looks more special. These are the fat quarters, which I was really excited by when I saw them on Ruan's unboxing. So this is a sort of group. So one of the things that I really like about fat quarters is like how they come as sets, so they all go together. So I'll open them up so you can see. This one is blueberries, which is really nice. I love the colour blue, and also I quite like blueberries as well, so that is very cute. And then there is a green one, which I think is more abstract. I don't think it particularly has a picture. You could maybe imagine that it's like leaves or something with underneath the stripes, but that is more of a sort of, not really neutral, but less patterned one, I guess. I don't know, just to sort of tie them together. And then this one I think is amazing. It's like a little, it reminds me of a little picnic blanket, or like, you know how in like sort of 50s vibe thing shows where they would put a little gingham tea towel over their pie, and then like the neighbour steals the pie, or you know, whatever drama happens in those shows. It's like a sort of diagonal gingham on the bias, so that's really cute. I love that. And then this one's my absolute favourite, so I was really hoping that I would get one of these. So with the So Hayley Jane boxes, there are different subscriptions that you can get. So this is the classic box, which is like the medium tier, which comes with 4 fat quarters, but there is also like a luxury box that comes with 5. So when you get the classic, you get 4 out of the 5, so you're going to miss out on the 5th one. So I was really hoping that I wouldn't miss out on this one, because look how cute it is. It's like a vintage sort of signs, adverts, I guess, for different fruits, and I just think it's so cute. Absolutely love it. So what I would really love to do with these, so because they're fat quarters and I've got 4, there's like a metre of fabric in total, so we'll see how far we get with them, and maybe I'll have to incorporate some other fabric as well. But I think somehow to like patchwork them together and make a gilet. I think would be so cute, like a little quilted gilet. It's just something that I've been like thinking about, and then when I saw all these fat quarters I was like, yes. So that would be so cute, and I think I might try the tutorial by Georgie, Hey So Georgie, who is on Instagram at Hey So Georgie, but also she's done a tutorial in I think it's Simply Sewing magazine about how to like draft and construct your own gilet. So I think her pattern uses pre-quilted fabric, so I would have to do the quilting part myself. But yeah, that's one idea that I could do with that. I think Tamlin, who is at Sewn on the Tyne, she makes tutorials about things you can do with your fat quarters. So I know that she's done a tutorial about how to make oven gloves, which I think is also extremely cute. I think like this sort of vintage vibes is so like country kitcheny and very cute, so I think that is actually a perfect shout for something that you could make with these. Right, and now let's crack on with the main fabric. So this is a thread, and I have seen there we go, there's a thread, and I've seen a couple of videos, so I know that there are two different fabrics, but they're both navy, but they've got different prints on them. So I've got, let me just put this down, I've got the cherry print, which is absolutely gorgeous. I think on Ruan's one she's got the strawberry print, so that's really exciting to see the cherry print, and I think it's like a cotton, I think it's like a quilting weight cotton, so it's got a reasonable amount of structure to it. I think it's 2.5 meters. So I'll have a think about what I can make with that. I've got quite a lot of patterns that I haven't made yet, so I need to have a think about whether I can use this for any of those patterns that I've got. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you would make with this fabric. I think it could be really nice for like a shirt or a shirt dress, or maybe even like an Anthea dress potentially. I'd have to have a look and see if I've got any buttons that are right for it. So I really love this green, really nice to pick up the green. So yeah, that is the So Hayley Jane box. So I've got another box as well that Hayley has kindly provided as a prize for the So Fruity 22 challenge. So somebody will win that box at the end of June, so that's exciting. It might not be exactly the same as this box, it might have the other fabric or slightly different fat quarters, but it will be the same quality and quantity of stuff. So yeah, let me know what sort of prizes you'll be excited in winning for the So Fruity challenge. Let me finish up by telling you what I am wearing, because I often forget to do that. This, I can't even remember if I've worn this in a video before, but this is my Anthea blouse. This is such a delicious cotton lawn. It's so light and airy, and it's quite humid and warm today, so it's like perfect. And then I've done like a chambray binding on the cuffs. So this is like a William Morris type print that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. I know they often restock these types of fabrics, so they might have it in stock. And then I also used these vintage buttons that I got from Seeded Buttons. And then I've also got this headband, which I don't know if you'll be able to see. Maybe I'll take it off to show you, which I bought when I was on holiday at a shop called Paper Source, which I think is basically the American version of Paper Chase. But they had so much Rifle Paper Company stuff there, so I was a bit like, oh, I want Rifle Paper Company everything, but I settled to just buy this headband because there are kind of limits to how much you can treat yourself and get away with it. So I got this headband because I thought it would be really cute with a lot of my outfits, and I really like it with this top. But yeah, anyway, that is a So Fruity challenge. I hope I've done a reasonable explanation of what's involved. But yeah, do come and follow me on Instagram for more information and inspiration. And if you've got any questions, just jump into the comments below and I will answer them for you. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you around. Bye.